It is time to stop. Let me explain. Your favorite Radiant coach has one announcement to make. Today we're going to talk about smurfing in Valorant. Chapter number 1 for today. My history in Valorant. 3 weeks after the game was released, I've got Radiant for the first time in closed beta. With Raisin Cypher. Believe it or not, yes, Papushka played Cypher when the game came out. From that moment on, I've got Radiant 21 time, just to flex a bit. My highest peak was like top 74 Radiants. And for 4 years, I've been playing solo 99% of time. You can imagine what type of mental health I have right now. I've completed almost every single challenge that exists in Valorant and mastered every single agent to some degree. During this period of time, I've also coached and successfully improved like 4,000 players. And the only thing that I didn't do in Valorant is reaching rank 1, becoming a pro player, and reaching Radiant on every agent. As soon as the game got released, I never wanted to become a pro because the game was way too boring to watch and way too boring for me to play on a professional level. I did have some really interesting offers. Fun fact, I was playing with Boaster, Mystic, Noisy, me, and Doma. We wanted to assemble the team for the first qualifiers. We figured out that Noisy was not good enough. I decided to become a content creator, and Boaster and others won a VCT championship, you know, VCT, like Masters, whatever. So yeah, I missed that train. I missed that opportunity. But I'm not sad about it. My main jobs is simply making Valorant content and coaching aspiring players that want to reach their esports goals. Now, chapter number 2. Current problems of Valorant. Playing this game in solo queue is extremely tiring, especially in the high EU lobbies. Like 40% of games are out of your control because there's no communication. There's a lot of toxic players.
Last player standing.
You can't be fucking athletic in this game!
Players that got boosted or both their accounts, and playing for the same gun body over and over again was kinda pointless. This pointless grind is degrading the quality of overall ranked environment. Beside all of that, there's many more problems that Valorant has with their current matchmaking system. Matchmaking is really unbalanced. Like, there are so many ways how you can cheat your way into Radiant. MMR is not getting resetted ever. You know, if you got Radiant once on one account, it's piece of cake to get it again. Like last act, I got Radiant on this account, and this act I have like 40% win rate, and I'm already around top 1000. That should not be available. That should not happen. While I was grinding Valorant for the last 4 years, the only server where playing in Radiant lobbies for content actually makes sense is NA server. NA experience is really enjoyable in high elo lobbies. People are communicating, having banter, having fun, and you know, you're playing with Tens, Hiko, Shazam, other, you know, content creators, and it's so fun. But unfortunately, on NA servers, I have 150 plus ping, so playing Valorant on more than 100 ping is equally unenjoyable as playing in EU Radiant lobbies. Now, chapter number 3. Coaching players and my content. My main job right now is teaching players how to improve on the individual level. Like, I'm not coaching teams. I'm just focused on bringing the X player on a level where he can contest Radiant players and tier 3 players. And that is my main job. Remember that 99% of Valorant community is below Immortal rank, so there's plenty of players to coach and to improve. Thus, I've decided from May 2023, I started making the ultimate ranked playbook for the whole Valorant community on my Discord server. The goal of this playbook is to teach players how to master every single agent on every single map in the game. It contains the best strategies, tactics, and guides to carry solo queue games with the absolutely highest possible win rate. We completed the Jet, we completed the Omen, we completed the Yoru, and we completed the Race. Also, beside mine and others' educational content, another helping tool that you can use to master agents and improve at this game is the Valorant Tracker by TRN, which you can download for free by using my link from the description. This application allows you to analyze yourself and to always understand on which fields you can improve as a solo queue player. And in my private coaching sessions, this is the first thing that I analyze for my students. This software is also extremely useful to analyze your teammates and enemies during your live games, because already at the start, based on these statistics, you can instantly see which players are the weakness of yours or enemy team, which can increase your chances of winning if you use this data in the smart way. But beside all of that, Valorant Tracker also has integrated agent guides and lineups that can be extremely useful for players that are learning new characters, or that simply want to increase their game knowledge while they're actually playing the game. For an example, if you're playing Raze on Icebox and you have no idea how to use her utility on that map, in between rounds you can simply click on guides, find Raze, select the map that you're playing, and voila! You have some short guide and lineups that you can implement on both attackers and defenders side in real time, while majority of these guys have my coaching seal of approval. Even though this video is sponsored by Valorant Tracker, which I highly appreciate, and it will help me a lot if you use my link from the description to download the app for free, I truly believe that this software can give you an advantage in your solo queue games and help you to improve faster. My secondary job is just making entertaining and educational content on YouTube, Twitch, and other social media, and my third job is coaching players in my private sessions on Discord. As I was doing this series, I've realized, number one, my skill is kinda degrading. Number two, I realized that we need to stop with smurfing. It is really bad for low, medium, elo players, you know, from Iron 1 to Immortal 2 to smurf, and it's part of many problems in the current ranked system. You know, smurfing is not the only problem. Like, there is boosting, account sharing, people are buying the accounts, but I want to change the direction of my content. Let's be the positive change. I'm already making this ranked playbook, which is gonna help tremendously players from like Iron 1 to Immortal 3, or all the way to up to Immortal 3. I just want to mention that every single time when I was smurfing, I was always starting on a fresh new account with very, very high elo and MMR. So basically, already after 5 or 10 games, I was playing against some immortal players. But still, even if you start like in Platinum, Diamond, then it's not fair, and there's a lot of the NPC games that we play. But you need to keep in mind, every single time when I was smurfing, I was holding myself back as much as possible in terms of my mechanical skill. My mechanics are generally dog shit for a Radiant player. Now, why is my aim dog shit? I'm getting a bit older, number one. But the main reason is I don't have time to aim train or warm up. Everybody on my streams knows that I usually do one team deathmatch, and my first game of the day is a actual warm-up. All of this that I've said right now, I've decided to completely change myself and the way how I look at the game, and I've decided from October 2023 to move into a completely new direction where I'm completely going to stop promoting the smurfing content. This is not going to fix smurfing whatsoever, because Valorant is the problem. Riot Games is making this problem. They're not banning the smurfs. They're even not banning boosted players. You know, they're not banning players that are sharing their accounts. And it is working in their favor, you know. More players to play the game, more players to buy the boosting, more players to be addicted and buy the new skins. Selling the skins to these degenerate gamers. Yes, I'm one of them, because as you can see, like, I bought a lot of the skins. So basically, I'm not condoning the smurfing. I mean, I am against the smurfing, but I'm not gonna stop playing with my friends and stop playing with other content creators because of smurfing. It is the Valorant problem. It is not my problem. But I just pledge that I'm done with smurfing, and I want to focus my content in a completely new direction. So we are going to focus more on esports, analyzing VCT matches, VOD reviews, helping the community, making more guides, you know, in-depth guides that I made back in the days like 2021 and 2022. And we're gonna focus only on the high elo gameplay. Unranked to Immortal series have been renamed to Unranked to Radiant series. So every single act on one agent in Valorant, I'm going to try to hit Radiant on my main account. This will significantly boost my game knowledge in Valorant as a coach, number one. Number two, the quality of content on YouTube is going to be much better, because you will only be getting the best clips, the best strategies, the best tactics for every single elo. Now, the question is, what are you going to do with Jett, Omen, Yoru, and Raze? Don't worry, we are going to make Unranked to Radiant series with Jett, Yoru, and Raze, and Omen again. Another question is, Charlatan, you still didn't finish on YouTube Yoru to Immortal and Raze to Immortal. I'm going to complete Yoru to Immortal and Raze to Immortal until the 1st of May, and that is the last piece of smurfing content that you're going to see. In my coaching sessions, there's a lot of times when people complain about smurfing and you know, they lose the games because of the smurfs. Like, during those games, consider them as a learning experience, just to see how far aware you are from a player that is better than you. And generally speaking, you know, in life, I have a mentality where I would much rather play against the better players than me than playing with the players that are worse than me. Because whenever you're playing against the players that are better than you, there's always something that you can learn. Your mind is getting adapted to that playstyle, you know. If you always play against boosted bonobos, you're also gonna be a boosted bonobo. And also, I plan to collab with an enormous amount of content creators. Finally, I'm not only gonna play solo, we're gonna play with the Frost, with the Voodoo, with Gosu Peak, with Wukujin, why not, obviously. And there's many more that I have lined up. Thank you for watching this video. I promise to be better, pinky promise. Leave a like, subscribe, join my Discord server if you want to get some free VOD reviews and coaching. Also, there is one more thing that I plan to make. I'm planning to make the Big Brain League on my Discord server. So it's gonna be like a ranked solo queue, but for you guys. And you're gonna be able to earn some real prizes instead of just playing Valorant ranked for a gun buddy. I said nothing, I didn't leak anything. Thank you very much. Domo arigato. See ya in the next clip. Cut.